Well, I don't know. I would maybe describe it as IBS. I was starting to think maybe I had Crohn's disease or something. You know, I was just kind of self-diagnosing. You know, but I had lived with this condition for probably 9, 10, 11 years prior to seeing Roger, and I had gone to see multiple medical doctors about the condition and what could they do to help me. And I just feared the worst. I thought something's really wrong with me, because what could be creating this much problem for me? And it was a condition where I would get very anxious before I went anywhere, because I would feel like I'd have to go to the bathroom, and it would prevent me from going places. Or if it was somewhere I had to go, like the airport or something, I would be miserable the whole time. And so, I'd go to one doctor and he'd have a guess about it, and I would run through all his traps and all his tests and all his poking and prodding, and just for sure he was going to find something crazy wrong with me. And they would always come up and say, "There's nothing wrong with you." And my response was always, "There is something wrong with me. This isn't normal." And I just thought, I just can't even go see one more doctor. I'm so exhausted. I'm tired of filling out the paperwork. I'm tired of people telling me there's nothing wrong when I know there's something wrong. But I was also completely exhausted and worn out from living the way that I was living. So I thought, I'm just going to call this guy. I came in and he presented some information to me that was completely different than any other doctor had ever told me. It was a completely different experience. And I brought my husband with me because I really wanted him to hear everything that Dr. Bourbon had to say. And I just decided, this is so different than anything that I've heard, that I'm going to do exactly what he tells me to do. And what do I have to lose? And I thought, anybody can do anything for 4 weeks, and I've lived with this problem for so long, and it's prevented me from even walking around the block with a neighbor. I mean, just such anxiety-producing situations for me. I just thought, you know what, I'll just do it for 4 weeks and see what happens. And everything changed in 4 weeks, and I know that sounds really cliche, but it did. I know that I can stop and do a few simple things to break the chain of what's happening. I don't have to go pop a pill or, look for a drug in my drawer or just not do anything. I can't say enough about it. It's been the best thing, and I don't feel like I had to waste the last 11 years of my life fretting over this situation and, feeling as awful as I have felt. None of it would have worked if we would have done only one thing. It all worked together. Dr. Bourbon helped me. I had to do some stuff, but it empowered me to take over when I was at the end of my 4 weeks. It empowered me to be able to take care of myself, where I don't feel like I have to lean on him. I certainly come back, for checkups. Yeah, this year after my treatment with Dr. Bourbon, I have started exercising more regularly, feeling really good about it. I have a ton of energy. My body's using the nutrients from the food that it needs, and I have started participating in triathlons, and I have 2 under my belt and 2 more on the books for this year, and I'm 38 and I'm feeling really good. And I know that I wouldn't be doing this. 2 years ago, if you would have asked me about doing something like this, I would have said, no way. There's just no way. I can't even go out of my house to go try and exercise. I'm so concerned about this other issue. So, yeah, everything's been completely different for me. Without a doubt, this has been life-changing for me. Completely life-changing. I can participate in my husband's activities, in my children's activities, in my own activities, and I can live my life without thinking about anything other than what I want to be thinking about. Mm-hmm. Without thinking about the activity, I can just go and, hey, I want to do this today, and I can just go do it. I don't have to think about anything else. I have so many girlfriends that I feel like Dr. Bourbon can make a difference in their lives. And I feel like so many people are where I was, where you just don't have the energy to go to one more appointment, or, you know, does this person really know anything different? Is anything going to be different than my last appointment? And, you know, what I can say to you is that you have nothing to lose by going to Dr. Bourbon, because it seems like you're in a no-win situation right now. So if you want to go spend more money with, you know, doctors that are going to give you more medicines that are just going to cure maybe a symptom or two, you know, keep on the course that you're on. But if you really want to have a lifestyle change and feel the best you can feel and be the best person that you can be, you know, my advice to you would be, you know what, just give this a try. It's just, it might be 2 weeks for you, it might be 4 weeks for you, but it's such a small amount of time to dedicate to you feeling like $100 again.